There are still places on our planet that hold ancient secrets, places where the rhythm of life continues much as it has for millennia. One such sanctuary is nestled deep within the magnificent Western Ghats mountain range in southern India. This is the Anamalai Tiger Reserve, a sprawling expanse of wilderness that remains one of the region's best-kept secrets. Its name, translating to Elephant Hills, hints at the giants that roam its forests, but its true treasures are far more diverse. Here, nature has been allowed to flourish, creating a vibrant ecosystem both breathtakingly beautiful and critically important. It is a world away from our bustling cities, a living museum of natural history. Venturing into Anamalai is like stepping back in time. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming flowers, a complex perfume created by thousands of different plants. The sounds are a symphony of the wild, distant trumpet of an elephant, chirping of unseen insects, melodic calls of exotic birds. This is not a silent place, it is a world humming with life at every level. It is a realm governed by the sun and the monsoon rains. Every creature, from the smallest beetle to the largest predator, plays a vital role. Understanding this place is to understand the intricate connections that bind all life together in a delicate and wonderful web. This reserve, formally established to protect its most famous resident, the tiger, serves a much broader purpose. It is a critical watershed, its dense forests capturing the monsoon rains, feeding the rivers that provide water to millions of people in the plains below. The health of this forest is directly linked to the health of the surrounding human communities. It is a perfect example of how the well-being of humanity is inextricably linked to the well-being of the natural world. To protect Anamalai is not just to save wildlife, it is to safeguard our own future. These wild places provide services we simply cannot live without. The sheer variety of landscapes within the Anamalai Tiger Reserve is simply staggering. It is a world of dramatic contrasts. The terrain rises and falls, creating a mosaic of different habitats, each with its own unique character and community of life. In the lower elevations you will find lush, moist, deciduous forests. Towering trees form a dense canopy that filters the sunlight. These forests are vibrant and teeming with activity, especially during the monsoon season when the entire landscape is painted in 1,000 shades of green. As one ascends higher into the mountains, the landscape transforms completely. The dense forests give way to vast grasslands, rolling hills that stretch as far as the eye can see, like a great green ocean. Dotted within these grasslands are unique pockets of stunted evergreen forest known as Sholas. These Shola forests are secret, enchanted woods, found only in the valleys and folds where moisture gathers. The trees are gnarled and ancient, branches draped in mosses, lichens, and delicate orchids. Walking into a Shola is like entering another world. Cool, dark, mysterious. The grasslands provide grazing for large herbivores, while the Sholas offer shelter from the sun and the rain, and a safe place for predators to hide. The streams that originate within these Sholas are the lifeblood of the entire region. Their waters crystal clear and cold as they begin their long journey down to the plains. The Anamalai landscape is defined by dramatic rock formations and sheer cliffs. These rocky escarpments are home to specialized creatures, the Nilgiri tar, navigating perilous heights with astonishing agility. Waterfalls cascade down these cliffs in the wet season, their roar echoing through the valleys. The wet forests, the rolling grasslands, the mystical Sholas, the stark cliffs. It is this variety that lets so many species thrive, making Anamalai a true jewel of the Western Ghats. At the very apex of this vibrant ecosystem prowls one of the most magnificent predators on Earth, the Bengal tiger. The Anamalai Tiger Reserve was named for this very creature, and its protection is the reserve's highest priority. Seeing a tiger in the wild is an experience that stays with you forever. It moves with a silent, fluid grace that belies its immense power. Its coat, a beautiful pattern of orange and black stripes, provides the perfect camouflage in the dappled light of the forest floor. Here in Anamalai, the tiger is the undisputed monarch, a symbol of the wild, untamed spirit of the jungle. Tigers are solitary and elusive animals, often active during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk or under the cover of darkness. They are territorial, with a single male's territory often overlapping with those of several females. They mark their domain with scent markings and claw marks on trees, sending clear signals to other tigers in the area. A healthy tiger population is the ultimate indicator of a healthy forest. Because they require large territories, abundant prey, and clean water, their presence tells us that the entire ecosystem is functioning as it should. Where the tiger thrives, the forest thrives. The diet of an Anamalai tiger consists mainly of large herbivores such as sambar deer, gaur and wild boar. A successful hunt requires incredible strength, stealth and patience. Every camera trap image that captures a glimpse of a tiger is a victory, a sign that the king of the jungle still reigns in these ancient hills. While the tiger may be the king, the Asiatic elephant is undoubtedly the heart and soul of Anamalai. It is for them that these hills were named. These gentle giants are the true architects of the forest, shaping the landscape as they move through it. They travel in close-knit family groups, led by the oldest and wisest female, the matriarch. She holds the collective memory of the herd, knowing the locations of water sources, knowing the best feeding grounds, knowing the safest routes through the mountains. Her experience is vital for the survival of her entire family. Elephants are constantly on the move, covering vast distances in search of the hundreds of kilograms of vegetation they need each day. As they feed, they create clearings in the forest, allowing sunlight to reach the floor and encourage new growth. They are master gardeners. They eat fruits and seeds, carry them for miles, and deposit them with a pile of natural fertilizer. That seed dispersal maintains genetic diversity and forest health. Their intelligence and emotional depth are remarkable. They communicate with many sounds, low-frequency rumbles that travel miles and loud trumpets of excitement or alarm. They form strong social bonds and even show grief, mourning lost family members. Watching a herd interact is deeply moving. You see care for the young, protection of one another, and intricate social dynamics. In Anamalai, they roam freely, in lower deciduous forests and high-altitude grasslands. Their presence is everywhere. Wide paths, stripped bark on trees, massive piles of dung. The Anamalai Hills would not be the same without them. If the tiger is the king of the dense forest, then the leopard is the master of adaptability, a true shadow stalker. These cats are found throughout the Anamalai Tiger Reserve, from the lowest foothills to the highest, rockiest peaks. They are honestly incredibly versatile predators, able to thrive in a wider range of habitats than almost any other large cat. The leopard's beautiful coat, covered in rosette patterns, provides exceptional camouflage, allowing it to melt into the shadows or disappear against the dappled light of the canopy. They are masters of stealth and surprise, often unseen until it is far too late. Unlike tigers, leopards are as comfortable in the trees as they are on the ground. Their immense strength allows them to haul prey, sometimes heavier than themselves, high up into the branches of a tree. This incredible feat serves a vital purpose. It keeps their hard-won meals safe from other scavengers, such as tigers or wild dogs, allowing them to feed at their leisure. This arboreal skill gives them a significant advantage, enabling them to survive and even thrive in areas where they must compete with larger predators. They are the ultimate survivors, opportunistic and intelligent. The diet of a leopard in Anamalai is, well, incredibly varied. While they are certainly capable of taking down larger prey like young sambar deer, they are also happy to hunt smaller animals, monkeys, birds, rodents, reptiles. They are patient hunters, often lying in ambush for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike with a sudden, lethal pounce. Their silence and stealth make them one of the most efficient predators in the Indian jungle, a perfect embodiment of the wild and untamed spirit of the Anamalai Hills. While tigers may be the stars of Anamalai elephants, leopards, the reserve is home to a truly staggering diversity of other life. It is a complete and vibrant world where every niche is filled. Look up into the canopy, you might see the flash of a Malabar giant squirrel, a magnificent creature with a multicolored coat leaping effortlessly between branches. This is one of the largest squirrels in the world. Its presence adds a splash of vibrant color to the green canopy. The trees are also home to several species of primate, including the endangered lion-tailed macaque with its striking silver-white mane. The forest floor is just as busy. Herds of powerful gaur, the largest species of wild cattle in the world, graze in the clearings. These muscular animals, with their formidable horns, are an impressive sight. Sambar deer, the tiger's preferred prey, move cautiously through the undergrowth, their large ears constantly listening for any sign of danger. Packs of dholes or Asiatic wild dogs hunt cooperatively, using teamwork to bring down prey much larger than themselves. These reddish-brown canids are highly social and effective predators, playing a vital role in the health of the ecosystem. Anamalai is also a paradise for birdwatchers with over 300 species recorded here. The loud, whooshing sound of a great hornbill's wings in flight is unmistakable. These enormous birds with their huge, colorful casques are crucial for seed dispersal, much like the elephants. The reserve is also home to a dazzling array of smaller birds. Nilgiri flycatcher Malabar trogon, a flash of crimson and black in the forest gloom. This incredible symphony of life is what makes Anamalai so special. The story of Anamalai is not just about its wildlife. It is also about the people who have called these hills home for centuries. Several indigenous tribal communities such as the Kadar, Malasar, Pulayar, live within and around the reserve. Their lives are deeply intertwined with the forest. For generations they have accumulated an immense wealth of traditional ecological knowledge, understanding the rhythms of the seasons, the properties of different plants, and the behavior of the animals with whom they share their home. Their relationship with the natural world is one of deep respect and dependence. This long history of coexistence has not always been easy. Living alongside large and potentially dangerous animals like elephants and tigers presents daily challenges. Elephants may raid crops, a significant loss for a subsistence farmer, and predators can sometimes pose a threat to livestock. However, these communities have developed ways to mitigate these conflicts. They have learned to read the signs of the forest, to know when and where the elephants are moving, and to take precautions to protect their homes and fields. This is a delicate dance, a constant negotiation between the needs of humans and the needs of wildlife. The Forest Department works closely with these local communities, recognizing that their cooperation is essential for successful conservation. Many tribal members are employed as forest watchers, anti-poaching guards, and guides. Their unparalleled knowledge of the terrain and the wildlife makes them invaluable allies in the effort to protect the reserve. This collaboration provides a sustainable livelihood for the communities, giving them a direct stake in the preservation of their ancestral lands. It turns potential conflict into a partnership for conservation. This model of coexistence shows that it is possible for humans and wildlife to share the same landscape. The indigenous communities of Anamalai are the original guardians of this forest. Protecting a wilderness as vast and important as the Anamalai Tiger Reserve is a continuous and monumental task. It requires a dedicated team of people and a multifaceted approach. At the forefront of this effort are the forest guards, anti-poaching watchers, who patrol the reserve day and night and in all weather conditions. These brave men and women are the true guardians of the Ghats. They trek for miles through difficult terrain, monitoring for any signs of illegal activity, such as poaching, logging, encroachment. Their constant vigilance is the first and most critical line of defense for the reserve's wildlife. Science and technology play an increasingly important role in modern conservation. Researchers and forest managers in Anamalai use a network of camera traps to monitor wildlife populations. Forest ranger checking a camera trap on a tree along a wildlife trail. These motion-activated cameras provide invaluable data on the numbers, distribution, behavior of elusive animals like tigers and leopards. Satellite imagery is also used to monitor the health of the forest, track changes in land use, identify areas that may be vulnerable to fire or degradation. One of the greatest successes in Anamalai has been the focus on habitat restoration. In areas that were once degraded by plantations or other human activities, native trees and grasses are being replanted. These restoration projects help to reconnect fragmented forest patches, creating continuous corridors that allow animals like elephants and tigers to move safely across the landscape. By healing the scars on the land, conservationists are strengthening the entire ecosystem and making it more resilient. Conservation is also about winning the hearts and minds of the public. The Anamalai Tiger Reserve runs extensive outreach and education programs. By teaching children about the wonders of the natural world, and by demonstrating the benefits that the forest provides, these initiatives build a strong base of local support for conservation. It is this community support that will ultimately ensure the long-term survival of this magnificent sanctuary. We have journeyed through the mountains and forests of Anamalai. We have witnessed the majesty of its tigers, the wisdom of its elephants, the stealth of its leopards. We have seen the incredible tapestry of life that makes this place so uniquely precious. The Anamalai Tiger Reserve is more than just a beautiful location. It is a vital part of our planet's natural heritage. It is a functioning, breathing ecosystem that provides essential services for millions of people who depend on the water that flows from its hills. Its value is, quite simply, immeasurable. The future of wild places like Anamalai depends entirely on us. The pressures of a growing human population, the demand for resources, the looming threat of climate change all pose significant challenges to their survival. We can no longer take these natural wonders for granted. Their protection is not someone else's problem, it is a shared responsibility that falls to every single one of us. Whether we live thousands of miles away or just beyond the forest's edge, the choices we make in our daily lives have an impact on the natural world. So, what can we do? We can support the organizations that are working on the ground to protect these habitats and their inhabitants. We can make conscious choices as consumers, reducing our impact on the planet. We can raise our voices, speaking up for the importance of conservation and encouraging our leaders to make policies that protect our environment. Most importantly, we can educate ourselves and others. We can share the stories of places like Anamalai, fostering a sense of wonder and connection to the natural world, for it is only when we care about something that we will be moved to protect it. The Anamalai Tiger Reserve stands as a powerful symbol of hope.